Alright, well first, I'm thinking about it, and I'm going to change this to more range, less spread.
Zulf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zulf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zulf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
Alright, so now we're on the quest for the shards to rebuild
After
the Bastion.
little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do?
Didn't realize I forgot to switch back to the shotgun. Oh well, that's
Zulf
okay.
Put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Sometimes the
But
perspective
the
makes...
shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
I got confused by this plank. Sometimes the perspective gets a little hard to follow. But I didn't fall off. And that's always an accomplishment.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
I never noticed that echo before when he says that and how it gets like kind of evil sounding. That's pretty
Don't know
cool.
where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
Yeah, these guys are difficult because they're kind of like boos in the Mario series where they only come after you when you're not looking. But the only problem is... oh man. Sometimes you get surrounded by so many that just turning your character a little bit makes them follow you. And then you have to like try and run back to get away from them.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost, gas fella.
That was nice. If I do say so myself.
What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zulf of Ligura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
Oh
There's no way
shit.
out.
That sucked. Yeah, it seems that my short time away from this game, I'm already a little rusty. That's no good. These I want to get rid of. Well, I still have the chance. If you didn't notice, this is like the Bastion overrun by growth and such. Oh, come on. Anyway, the poison of those flowers will cause problems. Even though sometimes they don't do too much damage.
Can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. He's a petty thief. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out.
Oh crap, and that all, because of the pistols, that also means I didn't grab a special ability. So I can't use my... Oh wait, I don't even have any. Oh, maybe that's part of this whole thing. Ah. Well, yeah, see, there one was, but since I didn't get it, I don't really know. Damn it! Shit.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know.
Oops. Keep thinking I can skip it sometimes. Okay, so this time I'm not going to screw up so badly, and I'm going to try and speed things up a little bit because now I know what I'm
Somewhere I
doing.
never want to go.
I just can't seem to... I can't click with the right mouse fast enough to...
Kid can't fall, no matter how hard.
Damn it. No matter how many... or whatever I'm saying. I can't click the right mouse button very fast, so I kind of suck at the pistols. That's why I like the shotgun better. And I don't seem to be clicking too fast with this blade either. But that I can live with.
The dead welcome with open arms. Kid pops him good.
Holy moly.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella.
Okay, I'd rather just use my tonics instead of waiting to be killed by
What do you say?
these guys.
Kid who's seen too much.
If then I die, then I'm fine.
I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
I think this guy attacks when he finishes. Last time it was when I went somewhere like up here. Or maybe I can go by them.
Now
Better.
the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. He's a petty thief. The security's just gonna have to straighten him out.
Okay, totally doing better this time before saying that screws me up. Didn't mean to hit that. I hate those ones the most, the ones that follow you. Because they tend to spin around and then hit you. But even the countered ones will still follow you.
Kid succeeds where the calamity failed. would you look at what he did to poor old Rondi, the bartender. Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's coming around too. He sees what's left undone. Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
Now that whole thing, I don't know if I really ever thought about it too much before, but clearly has a deeper meaning. But I'm curious to see what your guys' interpretations of it is. So tell me what you think. Maybe you might want to wait until a little further in the story to answer as you find out more, because maybe it's like a foreshadowing or something. But yeah, let me know what you guys think.
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. Hard to get a sure footing in the bog.
Damn it. Just that tiny little gap.
Ever heard of a Lungblossom?
Oh god.
It's bigger than the stories say.
These things scare me because they're so big. And if you have the guts to go close enough to them, they just tear you apart. And counters obviously don't do anything for me. Yeah, I don't know what enemy it was trying to lock onto there.
The breath on that thing. Like
Shit.
a scumbag sprung a leak.
I know I'm kind of pussing out with my pistols, but I'd rather not die. That may help a little bit.
They say one whiff of lung
Shit.
to make you lose your mind.
To be really careful, I don't want to be taken out by these guys.
Well,
Ah!
it prunes it down to size somehow.
Wow, not too bad.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it. A shard is like a poor man's core. But beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
So I'm gonna upgrade the forge first.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Because it will give us another 2 upgrades to each item. And even though I am going to switch back to the shotgun, I am going to, just because I have leftover, yeah, I'll get the first upgrade on these.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm.
So now the guns are practically perfectly accurate. No.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
Might as well grab. Yeah, cool. I didn't think I could get all of those. Might as well grab those. I don't have enough. That's okay. If you notice now, the little symbol has a star on it when it gets upgraded. And nope, wrong one.
The Gravers, the arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable.
We're good there. Oh, actually, I'll save that. Now that I think about it, at least.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan.
Because there are some certain weapons I want to save up some bits for, so that I can upgrade those.
Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon.
Oh god, ankle gators are a real pain.
Many a tale
Can
folks
be.
used to scare their children straight originated here.
Yay.
All kinds of beasts what don't know up from down, still lurking about.
See, the spread is still pretty good. Oh, I don't want to. Well, I said at the beginning I would.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. They moved quick and quiet. Even the brushers learned to fear this place.
I don't think I ever used that before. That was kind of cool. No purpose whatsoever. Just to punish me for turning the wrong way.
They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
Oh, I was hoping that would, like, drop some more fruit. Even though now that I look at my health, I didn't need it.
Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things.
I forget what these do. Oh, they
No
throw
one smells
poison.
worse than an ankle gator's breath. The stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist.
Huh. That went pretty well, actually.
Can't fight Queen Anne without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same.
Oh God! Now she starts chasing you, but this
Most
is.
of those peckers are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way.
Oh, nice. This is my favorite melee weapon in the game, and I will definitely be using it every time I'm forced to switch.
Bad idea to walk in gator grass.
Hate those guys.
Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit.
But I will definitely be focusing most of my upgrades on this and the ranged weapon, Owl, once we get it. I don't know why I like this weapon so much. Maybe just because of the long range.
Those pin cushions been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Yeah, it's not really wonderful yet, but it gets better. Damn it.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and
Damn it.
Anne's lunch. Still no sign of the shard.
Oh, that was one of the things I liked about it. Is you can
holds his
throw it.
ground. Seems the queen's running out of options. He takes off after her. The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail.
Damn it! There we go. I hope that.
Queen's got one mean bite.
It's like two of my most hated enemies at once.
Queenie
I don't
must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
I don't know which. Oh, it looks like this might be the right way.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? You use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. They say if you run across an ankle gator, you better keep running. And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Oh. Oh well. Let's see really quickly. Aha! Wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything along these paths. Oh, man.
kids done what needed to be done. Queen Anne's reign is over. We even got a crown jewel. All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Let's see. Definitely gonna need that. I'll worry about the rest
That
later.
Gator's a crazy gal. So is the gal who promised to look after her. They said
Just little
Queen
fun
Anne was
things.
just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
Alright.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. Want to keep the wilds at bay? Pack yourself a musket and a pike.
I'm not sure if that was, like, how that was coded to be said. That was cool. Ooh. I know I used to have this. Yeah, why not?
Hearty punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times. The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
I'm not gonna bother with those little weapon challenges.
Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done.
The carbine's okay, but it takes a little too long to line up a shot for me. It's like, even though the musket doesn't have a power shot, which is a big disadvantage,
It shudders in a fit.
you don't have to think before you shoot it.
The grand rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks.
Ouch.
The grand rail's all grown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
Ah.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by.
See, that was a cool little bonus for killing everything. It says that.
Lunkhead settled in.
Whoa.
Place.
Those guys suck. They suck every time. Doesn't matter what weapon you have.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, but with wallflowers coughing the fungus everywhere.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this is a fun one. I used to have problems getting that, but got easier. After doing it enough times, at least. Oh, wait.
Place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Thought there'd be like something, like a little
Course,
extra,
the
but
grand
that's
rails
okay.
seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Celandian War. It was right here that Zulf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Yeah, the pace has gotten a little slower. I can't kill things and just tear through the levels as quick as I used to. That or the levels get longer. I never really thought about which.
So maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those deadly theirs.
Damn, you're a pain in the behind.
Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central. Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While choking on swamp weed?
Sounds like a
Trying to
problem.
prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Didn't expect that to